Lord, cleanse my heart and my lips that I may worthy to proclaim your holy gospel. The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Chapter 14, verses 22 to 33. Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead to the other side while he would send the crowds away. After sending the crowds away, he went up into the hills by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone, while the boat, by now far out on the lake, was battling with a heavy sea. For there was a headwind. In the fourth watch of the night, he went towards them, walking on the lake. And when the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. "It is a ghost," they said, and cried out in fear. But at once Jesus called out to them, saying, "Courage, it is I. Do not be afraid." It was Peter who answered, "Lord," he said, "if it is you, tell me to come to you across the water." "Come," said Jesus. Then Peter got out to the boat and started walking towards Jesus across the water. But as soon as he felt the force of the wind, he took fright and began to sink. "Lord, save me," he said. Jesus put out his hand at once and held him. "Man of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" And as they got into the boat, the wind dropped. The men in the boat bowed down before him and said, "Truly, you are the Son of God." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Dear brothers and sisters, today's readings teach us that God comes to us in the midst of our fears and invites us to trust Him completely. Elijah expects to find God in the wind, in the earthquake and fire, but instead discovers Him in a gentle whisper. God often speaks quietly to hearts that are open and attentive. In the Gospel, the disciples are frightened by the storm until they see Jesus walking on the water. Peter begins to walk towards Jesus. But when he focuses on the wind instead of the Lord, he starts to sink. Jesus immediately stretches out his hand and saves him. Dear friends, a child learning to swim became frightened and began to panic. The instructor calmly said, "Keep looking at me." As the child fixed his eyes on the instructor, fear disappeared and confidence returned. Life will always have storms, but Jesus never abandons us. When we keep our eyes on Him and listen to His gentle voice, He gives us the strength to overcome every fear and safely leads us to the shore.